Now, let me hold up. We're seeing if this works. We're seeing if this works. All right, and it works. How about that? Sweet. All right, gang. Peak update came out. There's new achievements. And we are gonna find out. And by find out, I mean I'm just gonna play the game, but find out if I can get all these damn achievements in a reasonable amount of time. Pulling up some of them, there's highlights such as, mainly because, like, you get new cosmetics when you get achievements, and I'm trying to cosmetic max. So the newer ones are Give In to Your Hunger. I don't know exactly the qualifications for that. The Aeronautics badge is Achieve Flight. I don't know what that means, but it has a guy in like a spacesuit, so I'd assume it has something to do with the cannon, maybe. Astronomy badge, look a little too closely at the blazing sun. I'd assume that means you take the like binoculars or something and then stare right at the sun. Cool cucumber badge, climb past Mesa without ever having more than 10% heat. I think that one should be possible. The one time I've played on the Mesa, I was eaten by one of those ants. So, and funny enough, next achievement is to survive an ant lion attack. So I didn't get that the last time. Daredevil badge, shoot across the Mesa Canyon in a scout cannon. Have a lot of cactuses stuck to you. That word is cacti. Nice try. And the Nomad badge, climb past the Mesa. So we're gonna see if these are possible for me to get. And I just have the live split timer, because why not? Let me see, start, pause, reset. Awesome. All right, here we go. I've also opted this stream to be rid of the... Oh, let me actually... Hold on. Let me move this out of the way. Put that right there. Make you a little smaller. That's fine. Opted not to have the demo mode on in case I get a sick clip, which is not likely to happen, but it'll make it easier for making an actual clip when there's not a ton of shit all over my face. As much as I love it, and I might turn it back on again. Yeah, look at all these. I had like one... Ooh, there's a whole new fucking suit. How about that? Yeah, all these new hats. So, we've got our work cut out for us now. I think I'm gonna be playing on the normal difficulty. I haven't made it past all of them yet. This one seems ridiculously hard. I might need to play this with my friends. I'm actually confident I'm going to need to play this with my friends to get it done. But yeah, we're just going to do peak. And let's lock in, gang. So I know that the Mesa, at least it's my understanding, that the Mesa is after the jungle, so it's the 3rd level. Let's see what we got. Take these in case we need that achievement. Oops. Okay. There's also an achievement for leaving a ton of rope. So actually, I don't even know if that kind of rope will be necessary for me here. We'll just have to see. You know what? Fuck it. Let's start out. Let's start out strong. Hold on. Because it's leave 100 foot of... It says on the mountain, so maybe I hold on to this for now. Anyway. And it's time to lock in. I think the clock I have on the camera is accurate. So if anything, this will just be me telling on myself, or if I decide to stay super late. Jesus Christ, remember how to play the game. Yeah, testing out new camera settings. Literally, so I bought this camera. I got it off a dude on Marketplace, And it was funny. I went to go, or he had advertised it. He said something along the lines of like, "Oh yeah, super like well kept camera." Like, and he really stressed like, "Yeah, this is like my childhood camera." And I was like, okay. Like I don't know if his goal was make it seem like it had really been cared for, or something. But it was stressed multiple times in the listing. Like, this is my childhood camera, and it was a reasonable price. So and it looked like it was in good condition for everything I was getting, because I was getting like a bag and all the bells and whistles for charging and batteries and whatever. But then I like go to meet up with him, and when I'm there, he's like, "Yeah, man, this is like my childhood camera," and I'm starting to think like, well, then why are you giving it to me? Like, it seems like this has a lot of memories associated with it, and I'm not too sure this is something you should just let go. At the same time, like, I sound like I'm you know, don't get me wrong, I am a hero, and I sound like one too for this. Do I get the achievement? Maybe I have to do it at the Mesa. Let's put those in there. Don't get me wrong. What was I saying? Don't get me wrong, I'm a genius or something. Or I'm a bad person. Was that what I was gonna say? Anyway, like I'm coming off as like, oh, what? You don't need to sell me this. It seems like it's important to you. No. I'm a scumbag, and I'm gonna buy it because it's a great price, and I want one of these cameras. But I'm starting, for the first time in my life, to ever feel a hint of maybe remorse, empathy, one might say. Because I'm like, damn, this is like I'm just gonna be fucking around with this thing. This is like, it seems like it's something that's kind of important to you. But again, not enough for me to not buy it off this guy. So I buy the camera, I go home with it, and then I'm like setting it up, trying it out, and I realize like, oh sweet, like there's a tape in here. Because sometimes the listings for these cameras have like, oh, we'll like include a tape. And so like, I go, okay, let's, you know, I'm pressing all the buttons, I'm opening the playback mode, and then when I hit play, it starts playing like a home movie. There's no, or not a home movie, it's like they're at a concert, and then they're on a boat or something, and it's not dated, like they don't have the date active, so like I can't tell from like when it's from, but it's like 40 minutes long. And I know this, I'll get to why I know this. But so I'm like, oh shit, bro just like he stressed so much, this is my childhood camera, then he just left me with a childhood memory. And it's like, cool, not only, I guess it's actually, I started thinking about it like, you know, all in all, I did pay more than a lot of other camera listings, but it was because of all the like peripherals and shit. That's why I was like comfortable with buying it. Plus, it seemed like it was in great condition, had everything included, yada yada. But I was still, part of me, the balloons really slow you down. Part of me was really like damn, I don't know if I should have spent. Oh, the balloons pop. I was like, what was that sound? Damn, is it because I got too high? Whatever. Anyway, starting to feel a little bit of buyer's remorse, because I'm like, damn, I did kind of spend more money than I was looking to on one of these cameras. But once I found out that, oh shit. Okay. But once I found out that not only did I buy the camera and all the bells and whistles, I also bought childhood memories from this guy. I was like, you know what? There we go. Like it's not all, he didn't just pay in cash, he gave memories, part of his soul I'm now in possession of. And I was like, thank God. And so I was like, well, I mean, so I went on Amazon and I bought a high 8 tape, because I was like, I mean, I don't want to just record over these fucking memories from this guy. Also reached out to him, hey, there's a tape left in here, and he was like, cool, I'll let you know if like I can swing by and get it. That was like probably a couple months ago at this point. Not confident he ever will, but I do have it. Offers out there. But, so I was like, surely the whole tape isn't recorded on. So let me go fast forward to the very end and see if I can start, if, like, there's a new part that I could record on just to, like, get a feel for how the camera works. So I'm fast forwarding through. It's a lot of footage of these fuckers, like, in an inner tube attached to a boat. And I'm just like, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. And the camera changes. It's just someone, like, filming the ground. And I'm like, oh, I wonder when this is from. Like, maybe, like, I'm trying to piece together what, like, point in time these other two videos are from. And then it's pointed at the ground. And I'm like, okay, let me press play. Because when you're fast forwarding, for all you youngins out there who haven't touched a high 8 Handycam in quite some time, a camcorder, if you will, when you're fast forwarding or rewinding, there's no audio. It's not like the chipmunk sped up sound. There's just no audio. And so I'm like, sweet, slow this down. Right when the sound starts playing, I'm hearing it's someone filming like the floor of their apartment, and the sound is of the Joe Rogan Experience playing on a TV in the background. So now I'm like, you know, call me crazy, had a pretty good idea of when this video was from. There's a cannon. Let's fucking go, dude. Okay, that's huge. Hold on. Oh my god. Did I just... Oh, I wonder what this is. I had such a wonderful nap, but when I woke up, the rest of the troop was gone. I'm sure they're just around the corner. They would be so foolish as to break Rule 0 because I needed a little lie down. I believe Rule 0 is the buddy system, which I am not following whatsoever. But yeah, so it was funny because I thought it would be really funny, or actually I can finally put this out. I thought the idea of recording, like, sort of modern day on like a camcorder, I really like that idea. Because I think the contrast of of knowing it's a camcorder and then seeing like an iPhone or something, I think that's really funny and interesting, and I like that idea a lot. This instantly solved that problem because this guy just had the Joe Rogan Experience on and in the background. So that was like, all right, I've made a good purchase. This camera, by the way, is not... Did I already cook this? I did. This camera's not... Jesus. This camera's not, like, recording to tape. You can hook it up to your computer, like, specifically with OBS, which is how I'm recording this now. And it'll accept it as, like... Well, so... The only output this camera has is AV cables, so that is, or I'm getting my wires crossed here, no pun intended, but like it's the AV cables that go out from the camera are input cables so that you can plug them into like a TV, and then you switch inputs with like your remote, and you go to AV, and that's how, like, if you have a tape in there, because it does support playback, you can like switch the input, and then your TV is now just the screen that you're seeing on the Handycam. If you buy a capture card, and I didn't know about this, and I'll talk more about this in a second, but a capture card flips it from output to input. So, like a webcam, for instance, is an input, or sorry, it switches it from input, as in plugging in, to output. So, like, a webcam gives output, and so that way it's like, it can be used by other devices, such as like Discord or Skype or Microsoft Teams or anything. It's not like accepting it as like, this is another monitor, this is like a device. So that a capture card turns a fucking system, like a DVR or a gaming system or anything, into an application to be used by the computer, basically. All of that is to say, I'm also could be completely wrong. All of that is to say, this camera's plugged into an AV to USB capture card that is then plugged into my computer. Hence, it's not recording to a tape. But one day I might. One day I might record one of these to a tape. And then when I reach enough donations to do the Fuck a Fan contest, I'll include this as as second prize. Ooh, how about that? Yeah, I had no idea, because I'd heard the term, like, for capture cards. I'd heard what that was for years. I remember back in the day, when fuckers were Xbox 360 YouTubers and shit. They would post videos, and I'm like, damn, that's so sick. Like, I would love to, like, record Xbox videos or something. I also never started the timer. Alright, guys. God damn it. It's not even worth it at this point. Alright, well, if people tune in, they're gonna be like, holy shit, you made it far. Oh, god damn it. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. The fucking title of the stream is Speedrunning, and I forgot to start the timer. Okay. It's chill. It's chill. This is from the start of, it's obviously the start talking about capture cards %. But yeah, people would, like, make videos and shit using the, using an Xbox 360, and I just remember hearing you need an Elgato capture card, and I was like, well, that's, I mean, $60 or whatever it was, and I'm like, you know, 11. That's more money than I've seen in one place at one time, so I'm just simply never going to have one of those. But then finding out a capture card is just switching input to output, I was like, huh, how about that? So now I own 2. The other one that I have, and I need to figure out a way to make this into some better content, but I own an Xbox 360, also bought off Marketplace. I'm a Marketplace fiend. That's neither here nor there. Own an Xbox 360, and when you think of cameras for the Xbox 360, you obviously think of the Kinect. But what you might not know is that on release, the Xbox 360, the white one, had a camera, and it was the Xbox Live Vision camera. Because the Xbox, what's interesting about the Xbox is that it was invented to be, like, Microsoft's idea was to have it be like the all-in-one home device. So, like, there was, like, compatibility where, like, you could plug in a camera. Like, I think their idea was, like, say you go on a trip or something, and then you, like, have guests over, or you just want to look at the pictures that you took. You plug your camera into the Xbox, and then you can use it on the TV. There's also Zune. I've never had a Zune or really knew what it was, but it was like they were trying to dip their toes into everything to be like the winners of the home, basically. Because, like Sony made the PSP to try to be like handheld to compete with Nintendo. Whole other thing. But Xbox was trying to be the home device, and so in order to do that, they included the Live Vision camera with the Xbox, and like, you could video call other people that had Xbox, that had a gold membership. But then there were also, and this was like the first kind of, not like motion games, but it was the first like console games that allowed camera utility, I guess, because, like, there was a Game Boy camera, but that wasn't really legit. Basically, with this, it was basically just a webcam. Like, I think you can plug it into your computer now and, like, use it as a webcam. I'm not gonna, but there was some compatibility with games, such as, like, if you had Uno, which comes free on your fucking Xbox, even when you have the oldest Xbox known to man. If that's you, holy shit, that's a lot of balloons. Wow, 3-pack, how about that? You could join games, and instead of just having your gamertag next to like your profile picture or your gamer pic, you could have it be a video of you. So it was like games that had like face cams built in, so you could play with your friends and like you could see them it was trying to emulate real life, like it was trying to just make real life home scenarios, but virtual. Because like, I mean, if you're playing Uno, it's a card game. You're playing, you buy an Xbox to play Uno, which is a funny concept, but I mean, that was their whole thing. They're trying to be the everything console for everything at the home. All of this is to say, I have an Xbox 360, a white one, and then I bought a live vision camera, which was, they're still selling new from China, which is odd. I think that's poisonous. Odd that they still have them new. Ooh. These aren't. Do I have room? Gonna need oh, I should have cooked the thickness. Whatever. Shit. Oh, I should have picked up that anyway. And so I have as well. I might actually, for one of the streams in the future, I might use the Game Boy camera because I have an sorry. I own a slew of different cameras, as is probably aware. You can go to my Instagram, which is linked as well, to see the majority of them. Holy fuck. That balloon is going crazy. But it started with because I wanted... Ooh, I'll cook. I wanted I wanted to have a camera from, like, the big three of console gaming, so, like, Nintendo, Xbox, Sony. So I have a PSP camera, a Game Boy camera, which I got first, and then I was like, well, I need something from Microsoft. They are just now, like this year, I think, or last year, they announced at whatever the thing that's God damn it, the thing that's replacing E3 is. They announced that they're making like a handheld thing. I think that's the one with Steam that's coming out, and so that basically just means that they have no portable consoles, and if I'm trying to do, like, a direct comparison between Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, I'm gonna need to either only take photos of shit inside my house where an Xbox can be plugged into, or make the Xbox portable. And so I opted to make the Xbox portable. I bought a portable, like, power station, like one of those batteries you can plug shit into that have like the outlet, and then I used an iPad with USB-C, like a USB-C plug-in, and then an app that allows USB-C input or whatever. Yeah, USB-C input to, so it's basically you can use the iPad as a monitor. So I bought a HDMI to USB-C capture card. Sorry if this is like the most boring fucking thing to talk about, because I'm just describing game consoles while playing a different game. But like, bought that. Basically, I made it so that everything could run out of a backpack, like a full Xbox 360 can run out of a backpack, and I love it. Like, I think it's really funny to be able, like, the concept of being able to play an Xbox 360 anywhere is hilarious to me, and I need to do more with that. Right now we're playing Peak. I wonder if those guys that made the Untitled Goose game, because they announced that they were making the Big Walk game, which is like coming out in a year or something. Sorry, like, right after they announced that game and it was sort of taking everything over, Peak comes out, and it seems like it's kind of, like, it's co-op and you're walking, I guess. I think those might be the only two similarities, but they were a lot to me. I wonder if they're pissed about Peak, or if they don't care. I'm sure people aren't as ill-tempered as I take them to be. Alright, here we go. So where's the sun? Sun is over there. Okay, this. Alright, before we continue, I'm gonna look at the achievements one more time. So... okay. Here we go. So 10% heat. We cannot get more than 10% heat. So if I remember correctly, there are mirages here, and also the sandworms or whatever look like a suitcase in a trench. So remember, I was like, oh damn, they got craters at the mesa, and it was like, nope, that's an enemy. Okay. Oh shit. I really hope that wasn't 10%. Did I just fall for a mirage? What is this? Aloe vera? Does this... Oh! How about that? Oh shit, there's a twister too, huh? Okay. Shit. Alright, where's the sun? There's one. There's an achievement. So that one was look at the blazing sun. And so since the sun here gives you heat damage, if you use the binoculars to look at it, that's the achievement. Okay. Why is there a... That cactus looks like it's made of wood. I'm gonna go touch it. Okay, chill out. Damn, this... I can see why the 10% thing is a big deal. Alright, what are these cacti? Are these just, like, dead? Can you climb these? I'm not doing that, by the way. What the fuck? Huh. Odd. Can I just walk up? Alright, well, whatever. Okay, so up here, I think this is one of the mirages. Yeah, it looks like there's capybaras chilling next to some water. I'm pretty sure as you get closer, they disappear? There's no way that's real. Holy shit, this is real! That's crazy! I thought these were all, as you got close to them, they disappeared. If I jump in the water, will I cool off? No. Oh, that might be a mirage. What the fuck? Oh wait, I'm not actually taking damage. Sweet. Can I take this hat? Damn, okay. Oh shit. Overestimated myself. Oh, is that coming? The best thing to do is to just sit and look at it. In case you're wondering. Okay, what else do we need? Cannon across the mesa. Hopefully I didn't need to do that back there. What I want to do is I want to get on top of one of these mountains and then use the cannon. Without achieving more than 10% heat, antlion attack, have a lot of cacti stuck to you. Okay, I don't know if we'll be able to do all of these in one. But I'll try to pray or try to get as many as possible done. Oh, shit. Okay, so there's like a whole mountain aspect. This isn't like the kiln or whatever. This is our third one of these, so this means we have, what is it, 10, and then 2.5, so 37.5 rope. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this gets us some cheap. If I take damage and die here... Okay, thank God. Well, I guess that's not the achievement, then. That's fine. Maybe it's I have to reach... like, the other side, somehow? I saw the speedrun where the dude puts the backpack into the cannon. I got no idea how that shit works, though. And I'm not gonna do it, because that seems cheating. Plus, I'm my own speedrun. Oh, wait, this is the canyon! God damn it! Is there another suitcase around here? Okay, well, so this is good to know. That achievement is shoot across the Mesa Canyon in a scout cannon. Okay. So we know what that means now. I, truth be told, never have made it to this point before. So that's fine. We know for next time. The speed run continues. Are these the cacti you can get stuck to? Oh shit, you can. How do I get rid of this? Oh, okay, so you just get them stuck to you. Okay. Please have it be like 3. Alright, I gotta get these off me now. If it makes me like incapacitated... Oh, that's funny. You have to throw them. If not, they just get stuck to your hand. That's really funny. Alright, so yeah, that's definitely a co-op thing to do. I assume it means you'd have to get incapacitated by the amount of cacti you have on your body. But that's great. I wonder if there's still, what is it? Like a winter dimension here. Or if this replaces that because we already ran into the capybaras. These are great questions, by the way. Do you remember, like... Do you remember the first time you found out chemistry was real? Because I remember in, like, I guess it was... well, I guess if I'm thinking chemistry was real, it was that time in 7th grade when... it was 7th grade was when we had our biology unit, and we had to do that... We had to do that lab where you take a strawberry and you hit it on the table, and then it's like you could, by doing that or something... Oh! I wonder if I can get it. I don't know if I can go backwards. Fuck it, let's try. We were doing that lab where you're extracting the DNA from a strawberry. Oh shit, the sun's coming out. Never mind. I might want to hold onto the cannon though. Okay, sweet. Strawberry DNA, and I just remember being like, yeah, I'm familiar with DNA. I've seen Jimmy Neutron. I know what that shit looks like. You do it, and then it's like this, you include the soap or whatever at the end after you've extracted the strawberry bits. Oh, fuck. There you go. First time you see DNA, you're like, oh shit, like, this is real? That was crazy for me. Because I'm like, wait a minute, we can just see this shit? I thought it was something that just was inside that we all just kind of accepted, like, kind of like atoms. You just accept that atoms are there, but you never got to look at them, you know? Anyway, that was nuts for me. Never clicked, chemistry never clicked with me at all. So, that was kind of the beginning and end of me being like, damn, I really hope that's not 10%. Shit, the sun's gonna fuck me. Hopefully, can I drink this and get rid of heat? Yes, I can. Okay. Okay. This is fine. And then we move up here. Okay. Whew. We gotta cool off. Fuck, I should have been making progress when the fucking sun was down. Oh, this is gonna suck so bad. Okay. Anyway, chemistry never clicked with me at all. And then, recently, one of my really good friends has his PhD in chemistry. And I've sort of just been using him as a stupid-ass question slam pig, where I'll just text him randomly. I texted him the other week, what is a chemical? And he just responded, what? And I feel like I broke him for a second. Because he's one of those people that's just, like, too smart in, like, to get a PhD in chemistry. That's, like, that's nuts. To get a PhD in anything. Right? But, like, I guess it's probably just me, because I don't know I could never, like, keep up with chemistry. I was like, this just, I can't look at the thing. I'm using a rope. If I can't look at the thing that I'm doing in the lab, if it's just like, yep, all this, just take our word for it, brother. Fucking all the stuff that you're pouring into the other thing is all real, and here's what's happening. Like, I'm pouring a liquid into a liquid, and it's making gas? What are we talking about here? Uh-oh. Am I stuck? Oh, shit! I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I never got chemistry. Can I pluck these out, man? Oh, I can. What the fuck? I can't pluck my own thorns out? Oh, I think I am. Oh, never mind. I might just be going away on the arrow. Anyway. Where am I going? Oh, right. Up. I remember I got, I was not great in English as well. Holy shit! We'll put that nerd story. That seemed like bad news. Oh, fuck, that seemed like bad news. That's cool as hell. They just got dynamite hidden throughout the caves here? That's fucking sick. Anyway, I was never good at English. I was really good at grammar. I really got that because it was just pattern recognition. And, like, that was easy as hell. Oh, that's a booby trap, huh? Shit, don't mind if I do. I wonder how big that blast radius is. Holy shit. That rocks. Oh my god. That, okay, there's a double over here. Watch this. Fuck, I hope they just... Fuck, I need my stamina back. Don't go off, don't go off. I thought stepping on them would have made them go off. Oh, fuck! Alright, well, the radius isn't crazy, at least. Jesus Christ. I love that. This is what you get for trying to go up away from the sun. I love that. The story I was going to tell about being bad at English was boring as hell, so we're pivoting to something else. Yeah, I grew up in Southern California, and I am an Eagle Scout. Don't get it goddamn twisted. I'm prepared as fuck, and this game is like real life to me. I bring that up because it's like we would go every now and again. We'd have my troop had a Jesus Christ, what are we doing here? You're definitely not. You're gonna get a stern talking to from your scoutmaster if you're fucking around on the rock like this. Every now and again we'd go to like Jesus fucking, what's happening here? I just lost so much ground. And I got a cactus in. Whatever. We went to fucking... we'd go to Joshua Tree and we'd go bouldering, and there was one time in particular when I a bit overestimated myself. Slid down the bare face of a rock for like 20-something feet. I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably way bigger to me just because I was scared and younger. But, being in now the desert part of the map and having to boulder, I'm like, damn, shit, if the goals fall down and almost get really hurt, I'll pass that with flying colors. I've done a fair amount of rock climbing in my life, but not like not the kind that, like, cool people do, where they, like, go to a bare rock face with a pad and then just set up shop and start doing, like, cool shit. Oh my god. Like, I've just been, like, belayed and stuff on like, rocks that are well worn, that already have, I guess, pitones in them and shit. I actually completely forgot that term until Peak. Before I played Peak earlier this year, like when it came out, you asked me what are those little metal hooks in the mountain for rock climbing? If you have a bullet, I don't know why you'd be so mad at me, but if you have a gun with bullets in it, loaded gun, and you say, and I'm on my hands and knees, I'm crying. It's embarrassing. It's like I'm begging for my life in a matter that it's like I don't think there's it's possible for there to be an embarrassing way to beg for your life. I'm getting there, though. People on Lively years after will be looking at this footage. They'll be clicking through, you know, they're on their lunch break, working a double at Best Buy, pulling up Live Leak in the break room, completely fucking, like, putting the entire work Wi-Fi on a list, probably. Excuse me, there's TNT going off. That's cool. Moral of the story, bro is watching this video of me begging for my life going, damn, dude, like, get a grip, you know? That's me begging for my life because you've got a gun, bullet in it, cocked loaded at my head, and your one demand, because while you may be not a heartless killer, while you may be someone who's willing to kill a man who is as sweet and kind as such as myself, I can't imagine the kind of monster personally, but you're that person. Gun, bullet pointed at my head. But you're a kind killer. For you give me the chance to spare myself if I answer your riddles one riddle, that is. What is your riddle? It's not a riddle, it's a question. What is that? Is that a pickaxe? Hold on. What do we got here? Oh, it's like a pitone. Sweet. Ooh. Excuse me. What if I throw it at the TNT? Okay, that didn't do anything. Your question is, name the metal hook that is affixed to the mountain for rock climbing. And if I answer this question, you will spare my sorry life. Again, I had a normal life before. Then you saw me begging for my life in such an embarrassing fashion. Shit, the sun's coming back up. And anyway, I asked you to pull the trigger. Was that worth it? Was that worth the payoff? Me rambling and going to... Oh, shit. Hold on. Well, fuck, where do I go? Could go up there. Could go across. Let's try that. I like that the pickaxes are pitones. That's a nice touch. Let's see if I can make it. Ooh, probably not. Come on, man. We're gonna use all of the extra stam. Oh my god. Dude, that was... Oh shit, it's one of those. Alright. Whew. That's fine. We're still kicking. Something that I'm always, because, you know, I am from California, something that I'm always interested about is, like, middle school or elementary school even social studies. Because, like, there's no way, like, I think it was after I left and, like, went to college, I was like, yeah, there's just simply no way that we all learned the same shit growing up. Because, like, you're in California, you're learning about the gold rush. You're learning about a little thing called the gold rush. Ever heard of it? Learning about 1849, boom towns and fucking Argonauts and whatnot. There was a whole play we had to do, a musical, where the Argonauts were going nuts, 16,000 miles by ship. We've read the books. We've met... Wait, that doesn't rhyme. We've read the books. We've met the folks. We've sung that song. We've heard that joke. We played charades 1,000,000 times. We banned the bars. We shot the mines. Is that a scorpion? Let me get it. Surely you won't bite me. Ow, you did. You son of a bitch. No shot this kills me. You're telling me that holding a scorpion and looking it in the eye is gonna fucking kill me? No shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's hilarious. God, I'm a moron. I guess, I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna say I'm a moron because, like, I think I can reasonably get away with, well, what the fuck did I think was gonna happen? Like, I did that on purpose. Let me look a scorpion dead in the eye. And then, and what? It stung me? It did the thing that scorpions are known for? My grandpa is a huge... I'm terrified of scorpions because my grandpa is a huge, big hunter. I don't know why I picked that up. He's a big hunter. And I remember when I was probably 14, I asked him... Because, and I think it was because he gave a different answer as, like, a joke at some point. I was like, hey, what's, like, what's the scariest animal, or the scariest animal alive? And he looked at me, he, like, got kind of serious, and he was like, scorpion. And I was like, whoa. This guy, who has been in the woods and hunted and done all this stuff, interacted with more animals than I probably ever will in my sorry-ass life. And it is sorry. As I mentioned, I'm begging, hands and knees, pleading in such an embarrassing way. He thinks that a scorpion is the scariest animal. I'm not a big... Now, granted, I'm not a scorpion guy. I'm not a scorpion apologist whatsoever. But hearing it from someone with that resume, I'm like, oh, fuck, like... Damn, I dislike him more. And I'd let my grandpa know he's got shooters out here. Okay, I'm really surprised that worked. Alright, once this goes down, we're hoofing it. Go! Oh, great work. Great work, team. Ooh, okay. Okay. Remedy fungus, very nice. Don't think I have room for it, but that's chill. Oh, shit. Alright. We're gonna P-tone here. That's a bad use of a P-tone. But since we're achievement maxing, sometimes that's all you can do. And we're off. Up to the left. Oh, look at that. Just a masterclass. Masterclass is reaching out to me saying, we want you to do one on peak. What am I doing? That's right. Turning them down. Oh, look, and now the UV, the sun's gone far. Shit. Shit. I wonder what kind of, like, do you get injured? You got... This is a what happens if I pick up the scorpion and stare it in the face situation again. It's... I wonder if you take damage for if you stand on top of the TNT when it goes off. You know, call me crazy, I have a hypothesis on that. Ooh, I think this is our fourth. I also shot a rope, shit. Shot a rope cannon. Maybe that's 10. So we got 40, 215 times 4, 50, 60 maybe? Rope? Maybe it counts all, like, in the next update if peak adds... And I don't think it will be jumping the shark because they're clearly in support of adding new features like such as the cannon, which by the way, the cannon decreased the speedrun from like 17 minutes to 57 seconds. So they'll probably do some kind of rolling back to like stop the glitch that lets that happen, but they added a whole new map. They're clearly not in favor. Like, they're open to ideas for like that are completely game-changing like this. So if in the next update they do allow jacking off on the mountain, I think the shooting ropes achievement will be just like a million times easier to achieve So maybe they'll need to roll that back too. They could probably add a series of jacking off style achievements into the game. Notch, or whoever the fuck makes Peak, if you guys are listening, this is gold. You should be writing this down. And I know they do listen, because some people were holding Bing Bong and they were talking to him through Bing Bong. I left Bing Bong down there, but if I'm here, like, if Bing Bong echoes, if Bing Bong's voice was loud enough to echo, you'd be hearing rapid scribbling of a Sharpie on a Post-it from some guy at Peak headquarters, Peak HQ, PHQ, writing down. You'd be able to make out from the pen strokes that he's writing down jacking off update. Because that's gold. I know that I know that Peak's been struggling recently and isn't one of the most popular games right now. So hey, that well's not infinite. And when the well does run out, fellas, I got more where this comes. No, they left me behind. Oh, I got the bookworm badge. Rule 0, rule 0. Never abandon a friend in need. Never abandon a friend in need. Never abandon a friend in need. Never. Don't forget rule 0. They left me behind. This is like. Is this when Slender starts? Is that the first page? That's kind of scary. Is that why the Scoutmaster exists? I've actually never run into him. Caldera. Ooh! 2 cannons. 2 cannons. Let's cook the cannon. Oh! There we go. Climb past the mesa. Climb past the mesa without having more than 10% heat. Let's go. Achieve flight. I don't know what the achieve flight, the aeronautics badge is, but maybe this'll work. Maybe you need to use it when you get to the top of the mountain. Uh-oh. You're shitting me! I mean, okay, I'm a moron, right? Fair enough. But the last time it didn't have me take damage. Oh, I'm cooked. Okay. You know what? That one's on me. I'll give it up. That one is on me. And unfortunately, that's going to call the 37-minute speedrun. That is totally legit. But this is good. We're going to be able to look at... No way. Oh my god, I need those sunglasses. Okay. Fucking, that's me when I get my hands on Harry Potter. I like that hat. Oh! Oh, sweet! The fucking... I look like Woody. Look like Toy Story Woody. 48. Damn, I was 11 minutes late to starting that timer. That's fine. That's totally chill. Alright, let's see what we got. Let me run over to the old mirror. I really like those glasses. Those tiny-ass Matrix-style glasses. Where are they? Oh, they go over my eyes? Oh, wait, but then I lose my cheekbones. Look at how handsome I am. I like the glasses a lot. I also, but I do like how open. How I look like I'm insane. Sorry, this is a boring stream for me too. Don't worry. Can I completely like obscure my eyes? That looks terrifying and weird. Those are words that women use to describe me. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm going, ooh, I'm so angry. This looks like I have full eyes. There's one extra eye. I wonder how you get that. Alright, I love those sunglasses. We're going to keep that there. There's another mouth. Oh, another suit. I really like the cowboy. But I do like being as colorful as possible in everything that I do. Oh, you can get the full cowboy fit, though. Look at that. 10-gallon hat. Whew. Damn. Alright, we're gonna do... Oh, that's not a bad look. I don't like it that much. I like this hat because I don't understand what's going on with it. But that's fine. Alright, we're running it back. This time I will start the speedrun timer, and so the achievements we're going to need to go for, I'm going to set it on the easiest difficulty because we do just need to get to the mesa. Survive an antlion attack. Have a lot of cactuses stuck to you. It says cactuses. I know it's cacti. That's incorrect. Survive an antlion attack. Have a lot of cactuses stuck to you. Offer the kiln a worthy sacrifice. I don't know what that means. It looks like it's the 24-karat badge. Is it like, do you find money somewhere? Is there like a... Here's what would be cool. If there's like a secret desert treasure. But if there was a secret desert treasure, then there would be an achievement for finishing with the desert treasure. And there isn't, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so survive antlion attack. Shoot across Mesa Canyon in a scout cannon, and then have a lot of cactuses stuck to you. I think if we can survive the ant attack, we can shoot across the canyon, and then once we get those two, we can then try to get incapacitated by having a lot of cacti on us. I think that's the plan. Let's rock. Alright, second we're able to control, I'm starting the speedrun timer. I will not forget. Unless I do. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Timer starts. We grab a canyon and we... Or, Jesus Christ. We grab a cannon and we move. Where's the cannon? No cannon. And we can't use rope. Did you guys see the new peak? I think it was posted by the devs on Twitter the other day. Or earlier today, or something. I don't remember when it was. Did you guys see when the devs posted? It was on their Twitter about. Sorry, I've completely spaced out, but I really like the presence of the devs on Twitter, because a lot of the times I have to do like a double take, and I have to remember like, oh shit, this is the actual peak devs, because they post like. They post like they're just some guy, which is, like, kind of sick. I think that's kind of hard to do sometimes because, I mean, obviously you could fall into the Wendy's trap. That looks like a face that you can have. That's funny. A Wendy's trap is also when you get someone with the Wendy's nuts are on your face or something. But anyway, did you guys see how the Peak devs posted the other day on their Twitter how they're fucking around with some new ideas for content. Namely, they were talking pretty highly of the next update that will include. They were calling it the jacking off update. Which is, it's crazy because it's like, get this, you jack off on the mountain. Isn't that, haven't you always wanted to do that? Folks, that's what we call a callback. I've always wanted to jack off on a mountain. Fuck, dude, if only I could jack off on a mountain. God, if only there was a game that could satisfy my desire for jacking off on a mountain. Well, I guess they'll just never understand. For real though, Peak devs, take that one. That one's free. Next one's that'll cost you. That idea, take it, run with it, feel it around, see how you like it. It is yours. Enjoy. Another idea for Peak, maybe add Instagram Reels. You know, just like fully commit to the to ruining everyone, the hive mind's collective attention span. That shit is scary. This is not a new opinion, but like the amount of like my friends like that will out themselves as, and by out themselves I mean they show me something in earnest and I'm taking it in bad faith, but it's like they'll show me something on their phone and it's like a video on like Twitter or TikTok or something, and it like it takes a little bit to get to the point of the video that they were like that's like good or something, like the point of the video, and they watch it on 2 times speed, or it's like oh, let me watch this with you, pull out the phone, start watching a video, and then just wordlessly put it on 2 times, and I'm like, guys, what are we doing right now? Like I have no want to ever watch a TikTok or a Twitter video or anything, or if you're a psychopath, like a podcast or something, audiobooks in 2 times speed, I do understand. Sometimes you're trying to get through them, and it is too slow. I understand that. I don't do it, but I do understand. The second I break the seal of putting short form videos, because that's the point of TikTok. The second I start putting short form videos in 2 times speed, I think I can just send myself off to the glue factory, because my brain is no longer worthwhile. Like, it doesn't contain any information. It's not solving any tasks or any riddles that are worth solving that a fucking computer can't do. Because I've become a slave to the computer, see? The computer, the fucking twist ending of all this, that scenario I was talking about, where you have your gun to my head, and I got snot dribbling down. I'm begging for my life in embarrassing fashion. The person with the gun, you, computer the whole time. And I'm trying to stop you. You're forcing me to watch something on 2 times speed. And I spit out blood and a tooth, and I go, fuck you. You didn't even hit me yet. I just had a loose tooth. In this world, I have really poor oral hygiene. And you make a demand, and, like, you make a demand of me, and it just so, like, it's honestly pretty awkward timing. I'm just trying not to bring it up, because things are already, like, you might shoot me. Things are already kind of awkward, but I also just am, like, nursing a just mean toothache at this time. And so you make this demand of me, and you say, tell me the name of a ketone, or whatever the question was. And I go, gosh, oh, finally, this super loose tooth and radical gum disease that I have that's causing my gums to bleed uncontrollably. They're finally, it's like the moon is in the 7th house right now. Jupiter's aligning with Mars. It's the age of Aquarius. And I spit out blood and this tooth to you as it, and for the people, the viewers, because this is going to be live streamed because of your computer. For the viewers that just tune in that moment, they're going to think, and I spit out my blood and my tooth, they're going to think, damn, that villain sure is evil. They're going to think you're a little bit more evil than you actually are, because while you are threatening to kill me with a gun, you are also... while you may be threatening to kill me with a gun, you did not beat me up to the point of spitting out blood and a tooth. And for that, you know, I might die. Actually, I will die. We've ran through the scenario. But for not beating me up, I do appreciate it. I'm sorry for the optics, but, like, I kind of am not in a situation where I can pause the broadcast that you set up. You did set up the broadcast. I'm willing to take some blame, but you did set up the broadcast in a way where I cannot turn it off. You guys following this? Let me summarize. Let me summarize this scenario. We're in a dystopian future. You are a robot and don't know it, but I do, I think. And you're a robot because you watch TikToks on 2 times speed. And we're friends, but you have a gun and a bullet. And you have me, I assume I'm tied up, and you're gonna kill me. I don't even have a reason. Well, you're gonna kill me for some reason, unless I can tell you what the name of the metal rings that they affix to the mountain for rock climbing, what their name is. Like, the B plot of this episode is me with a mean toothache. This is kind of Seinfeld. This is a lost episode of Seinfeld. And I'm Jerry, I guess. And so, I guess I'm probably George here. But you demand of me, tell me what a pitone is. And finally, at that exact moment, again, it's awkward timing. But in that moment, I get my, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Dude, I'm like terrified. What the hell just happened? I don't know how to clip shit. I need to... What the fuck was that? Hey, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for yapping about this story that makes no sense. Like, listen, I'll level with you. It's a good game. You don't need to add the jacking off update. That's fine. Okay? I was just kidding. I really hope I didn't hallucinate. You guys fucking saw this, right? You guys, the Zero people? There was a fucking yellow guy that just appeared here. And it wasn't even like the Scoutmaster. It was a dude. Dude, I hate this. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't want to be arrogant here, right? I know who I am, and I know that I have 0 viewers right now. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I am aware that the devs fuck with people sometimes. I don't think... Again, I'm not going to be as arrogant as to say I think I'm being fucked with by the... Dude, now fucking every time I turn, I get a little bit of yellow, or like I see something that I think is a character, and I start freaking out. That has ruined me right now. I'm gonna be honest, I'm never gonna look up if that's something that happens, or like if it's like, oh, if you play solo you get mirages of other scouts or whatever. I'm never gonna look that up. I want to live in the ambiguity of I have no idea what I just saw. Imagine it was nothing, though. That would be so funny if I'm just freaking out and I just completely, like, I saw a rock that looked different. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Fellas, frequent people who tune in to the OrcPix live stream are familiar with how we feel about streamboo.com for botted, for all your botted viewer needs. Now, that seems like a glowing endorsement. But before you head on over there, before you head on to streamboo.com, remove the space, I've got some news for you, and it's that, well, and I regret to inform you, it's that everyone who works at streamboo.com is a pedophile. Dude, I'm seeing, oh my god, like all these lighting glitches and shit, I'm thinking that there's players in this game now. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, seeing that one note that just said they left without me, like scrawled, or they let, whatever that last note was, scrawled in blood, a la, in a similar font to the one that Slender writes in. That did kind of stop me for a second, where I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is a cool little add to the story here. It's a little creepy thing to add. I love when there's a little bit of creepiness in like a cute game such as P. It did kind of freak me out for a second. There's now like just a ghost in the game. Like, what the hell? Like, I understand. Like, the reason why I think, Jesus Christ, start your sentence. The reason why I think it could just be like a feature of playing offline is that, like, it only happened up at the top near the campfire. So, like, I'm less inclined to think that the higher power is fucking with me right now. Because it's like that. If you're gonna program something, like an event to occur, you would do it around the campfire. If I'm just completely being had here, bravo, but oh my god, you legitimately... I'm freaked out by that. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. God damn it! Now I'm not thinking straight. I need to drink some of this cure-all. Fuck, I should have just recorded that with... I have the clipping feature enabled. I should have just clipped that. Now I'm gonna need to look at how to make a Twitch clip. What a nightmare, right, guys? God, Twitch really does suck. Guys, go ahead and join my Patreon. Let the record show I do not have a Patreon. Let the record also show there's just simply no way I'm making it here. Oh! Wait a minute. And look at that. He's the GOAT. We're getting reports that he's actually the GOAT? Was that the guy? Wait, so was Bro who appeared? Could that be the dude that's been writing the Slender notes? Oh shit, I almost completely whiffed there. That could be Slender, who we just ran into. Must have him? Like not. Shit. Oh no. Well, that sucks. Can I heal myself? No. Fuck. Well, that's unfortunate, folks. Ugh. Okay. We gotta get to the Mesa. We gotta. I'm scared now. Hold on. How do we... There we go. Alright. That was crazy. Gotta get back. Alright, no more funny business. We're here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to make it to the Mesa and not a single step further. Here we go. This is the real speedrun. I almost forgot to start the timer again. Here we go. Look at this fucking cannon. That's not a cannon. That's not a cannon at all. So they did replace the snow level then. I think I'm fine with that. I think that that this new level is equally as like challenging and brutal, which is cool. Fuck, I'm gonna need to like search more for a cannon. Okay. Keep your eyes peeled to see if this lonesome freak reappears anywhere. Dude, that freaked me out so much. I really want to like go back and look at it again. If I die, I'm gonna be done, like, after this run, win or lose, I'm gonna be done, but I'm gonna spend a fair amount of time. I'm so new with using OBS and shit. I like don't really know how to do anything, but I'm gonna try really hard to see if I can get a clip of that, like a clip of the mystery man I ran into at the top. It sucks that I was talking about something I wish I was talking about the jacking off update before that point. That clip would have been sick. And now it's just ruined, and they're going to be able to use it willy-nilly however they want. But that's fine, because I'm a giver. See, I'm a man of the people. That's what you'll find out about me. And all I want to do is jack off on a mountain. Is that, and you know what? Is that so much to ask? Sorry, folks. We're getting crass on today's broadcast. Maybe that guy they sent in, the yellow dude at the top, that scared the pants off of me. Maybe that was the devs checking in and being like, yo man, this shit ain't funny. Say something better. I'll try. Something that I always kind of yearn for. You know the, like, if you could go anywhere and do anything at any point in time, like that kind of hypothetical of like, where would you go, what would you do? I would love to travel back to like Depression era New York City, and then but I'm a kid there, and I'm like a newsie or something. I speak with one of them accents that's like, oi. I guess that's British, and all I said was oi. But I'm like, I actually can't even do a New York accent. Let's pretend this is New York. But I'm like, oi, we're playing stickball. We are. We're around the corner in Brooklyn. And we're playing Basically, I want to be a kid in fucking, like, one of those weird hats from ancient Brooklyn. And I want to play stickball in an alley. I think that's one of the coolest tropes. Or tropes. It's a thing that happened in history, but it's just like it's cool as hell that when they made fucking grenades, the U.S. Army, they were like, let's make them in the shape, like approximate size, shape, and weight of baseballs, because everybody in the United States has played baseball before. Dude, hitting a ball over a fence, I miss that shit, man. I miss like wiffle ball. And then it's like, cool, we're gonna establish, like, just with shit in the surrounding area. Like, alright, that post is first base. We're gonna treat this, like, those, like, green kind of plastic containers in the ground that were guarding, like, electrical shit. It's like, alright, yeah, this is home. That tree is second base. And then, like, third base is, like, someone's like, backpack or some shit. And then it's, like, you, like, have a ball. Like, anything that is able to withstand being hit with a stick of any kind. That's cool as hell. I was thinking about this earlier this week of just, like, how cool it is that humans are just inclined to find a game. Like, I feel like we're so naturally game-oriented. Or it's like we're trying to cure like humans are creative to pass the time. Because it's like, how many times, I know, like, maybe this is unique to me, but it's like, how many times have you been in a scenario where it's like, cool, we're given limited resources, and we have to do a boring task for way too long, and then you just need to tough it out. You're there with like one person. You're there with your boy. Like, I'm thinking about, you're like working at a desk or something, like a check-in desk, and then it's just like, if you're like, I've volunteered at like for events or whatever. I've worked check-in. You're sitting there with one of your friends, but it's just like, cool, we need to just sit here for fucking, hours, however long the event is, however long we're volunteering for. You get me 20 minutes in, I'm already bored, and two, I either have already created or I'm actively looking for materials around me to create a game. And I think that's been, like, it's so interesting how many games, like, professional games that people care a lot about are just put a ball in this thing. That's all. It's like hockey. Hit a ball with a stick, put it in a net. That's same with lacrosse. Basketball, like they all got their own movement rules. In hockey, it's you can only hit the ball. I'm calling it a ball. Hit the ball with a stick, and you have to be on ice. That's funny. It's funny that hockey is the only team ice sport. Am I right on that? I don't know. But then it's like there's so many, like netball exists. Fucking, I mean, football. There's, you know, like rugby and American football are like. Where's bro? Is some fuck gonna pop out again? Wait, there's no rock here. There was a rock there last time. That fucking spawned in for the sole purpose of bro popping out. I don't like this at all. I'm just kidding. I love Pete. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it's just cool. We're gonna find a new way of putting a ball in a thing, and sue me. I think that's beautiful. Can I get a fucking cannon, man? Cook that. I think I already talked. Oh no, I already did talk about my on a previous broadcast. I was talking about how if I could add one rule to any sport. Or I don't know if I did actually. I don't know if I did. The other week, or no. It was when I was like a freshman in college. We were in a bus going to Run Club Nationals. And so we're in this bus for fucking 12, 14 hours, whatever the drive was. And the goal was never get to the point where everyone's just listening on to music or a podcast on their phone. Like, talk to each other as much as possible. It'll make it way more fun. And it worked. I mean, we're still, like, my friends and I still talk about conversations, shit we had. This one in particular, the premise was what sport, or to any existing sport, you can add one rule to make the sport better. Like, or, like, you add one rule. What rule do you add? And it started out with people who, like, all these people, like, are sports fans. They were adding, like practical things of, like, things that they dislike about how sports are currently run. One of my friends gave some, like, very in-depth update to some rule in the NFL. I don't remember what it was, and it doesn't make, and I know that this makes for a good story that I don't remember what they were talking about, but it was like they started actively debating a 4-point line being put in the NBA. Oh shit. Fuck. Get out. But it was like legitimate sports discourse was going on with the topic. Add one rule to any sport. There was like I think this was pre-pitch clock, so someone definitely brought up adding a pitch clock to baseball, or like please don't chase me. Oh my god, you're chasing me. Cannon though. No. Oh god. Yeah, man, fuck off. Oh my god. Fucking leave me alone. Oh, I'm fucked. Dude, no way am I fucked right now. I'm gonna have to use all the fucking... No! You're shitting me. Oh my god, no, I'm still alive. Oh, shit. I need that cannon. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, I need... Oh, shit. Alright. Well, that's the game, folks. God damn it. I need that poison to go down. Fuck. Well, this is fucking... I only made it to the Mesa one time. Dude, that poison needs to go down. I'm gonna give up. I think that's it for this game. Damn it, man. Let me finish. I'll finish telling this fucking story. The rule, because everyone started very analytical. Stop the timer. Started very analytical. Very, like, what are things I'm unhappy with trying to correct in the sport? I think that wasn't using the question to its full ability. So the one that I posed was, it's football. Everything is exactly the same, but every down there is a 3% chance a buffalo walks out onto the field. I think that's a great rule. I also really like doing the thing where you pose a hypothetical and you just make a statement. I'm gonna go full screen on this. You just like make a statement, and then from there, the onus is on everyone else to figure out what it is you're talking about. So when I say that it is football, but a buffalo spawns every round. Obviously, shit can't spawn. It's not like a video game where there are spawn points and then shit can appear. And so everyone's kind of operating under that assumption. I don't know what I mean by that. Because everyone then asks me questions, and they're going, okay, depending on who has possession, is the buffalo, like, on a team? To which I can throw it immediately back at them and go, what are you talking? It's a buffalo. It doesn't know what football is. Like, what a dumb thing to say. Meanwhile, I'm the one who said the dumb thing to start with. Genius maneuver. But then, like, the best question of all of that was, well, is there a cap on how many buffaloes can spawn? To that, the answer is no. Because that could then lead to great, like, people will talk about, there's a whole section in Canton, Ohio at the NFL in the Football Hall of Fame. Aw, dude, remember the 85 Super Bowl when 4 buffaloes spawned in one game? It was crazy. The Packers took home the gold. They used a 2 buffalo screen, only time ever successfully pulled off. Dude, and the odds in Vegas on fucking buffalo spawning, that shit would be crazy. The NFL should invest more into buffalo. University of Colorado has it right. They run a fucking buffalo out on the court, or on the field. They need to run Ralphie out on the court. University of Colorado needs to bring Ralphie. Ralphie needs to travel. Ralphie is the name of the buffalo for the University of Colorado, in case you're wondering. They need to bring, and they run Ralphie out onto the field. I would be looking it up and showing you images right now. I don't know how to work OBS. You're going to need to take my word. Close your eyes. It's like I'm reading you a bedtime story right now. They run Ralphie onto the field. It's the coolest thing in sports, really. I'll leave you with this. My 2 favorite sports things that I don't think get enough credit are, 1, University of Colorado. They have their live mascot, because LSU, they have a live tiger. I believe its name is Mike. Very cool. Mike lives in an enclosure somewhere on campus, I'm pretty sure. Texas has a longhorn, a big-ass cow. They bring it to games. Cow sits in a fucking pen on the sideline and is sometimes scared by Lassie, or not Lassie, what's the fucking dog that the Tennessee bring out? It's one of the Lassie dogs, but it spooked the fucking longhorn. You can't be a longhorn getting spooked by a tiny-ass dog. Georgia has a bulldog as well that they bring out. There's, like, multiple generations of them. I love a live mascot. I went to Purdue. We don't have shit. We got a train. The train sucks. So I'm not holier than thou. I'm saying University of Colorado is a fucking live buffalo that they run onto the field. There's no sport in show me another sport where part of it involves a live fucking buffalo running onto the playing field. That's the coolest shit ever, okay? Sorry. I love buffalo. Which is the plural, by the way. I love buffaloes. Actually, I don't know if it is. Let me walk that back. I love buffaloes, and that's the plural. And then you clip this and take whichever one is correct. I love that animal, right? It's so sick that they can run it onto the field. It's so sick that an animal that is notorious for stampeding, right? That is then on a football field where human beings, college kids, play this fucking sport. I love that. One of my favorite things. The other thing, baseball is a famously very boring sport. I'll say it. I love baseball. Boring as hell. It's good boring, though, because there's so much downtime between at-bats and pitches and whatnot that it's like a social gathering, right? I was talking to someone from Kazakhstan, actually, a couple months ago, and she was saying, I was having to describe baseball. She was like, I understand, you throw the ball, you hit it, because as I mentioned, look at this all coming back. As I mentioned, humans invent hella games that involve a ball and doing something with it. Everyone's familiar with, I have this thing, I'm going to hit it with this thing. Familiar with baseball. She was like, what's the best thing about baseball? The best thing about Major League Baseball, and I'm sure different levels as well, any level that has this, the best thing about baseball is that it is the only sport that a part of the progression of the game, there is a marked time in the game that involves a song. Like, 7th inning stretch, you sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." There's no other sport, and it's just like, oh, this is the song you sing as a part of the sport. I brought this up to some people, and they're like, yeah, well, fucking, like, oh, it was like, this team plays this song before they're... I don't give a shit. Because that's a thing I have to find out. I know what football is. Because if you're someone who knows about a sport, if you're someone who knows about football, you know the rules of football, you might know the... Like, you might know that shit, but that's all TV. You take away the TV aspect... You take away all of the surrounding shit, all the theatrics and everything. Baseball has a song that you sing, damn it. Cracker Jack should be fucking... oh shit, I can't say that on Twitch, huh? That, the snack that you eat that has a prize inside of it, they gotta cash in on Take Me Out to the Ballgame if they haven't already. Folks, thank you for tuning in. I need to figure out I'm not going to figure out on stream how to make that clip. It's fucked up that freak guy showed up to scare the fuck out of me when I was talking about the newest update to Peak. And to the Peak devs out there, good luck on your newest update. Best of luck to you. If you need a live model to implement some of the jacking off movement mechanics, you can hit me up. Email me, mark@orcpiss.com. That's my real email. I hope you all take care. Have a great night. I hope visions of sugar plums dance in your head, and don't worry about checking under your bed. I'm already under there right now, and I'm cuddling with the monster, and it's kind of rude that you're not kind of giving us our privacy, because like we've been going steady for a while. We're finally like comfortable enough to be sleeping over at each other's places, and you're just not really being considerate. Like, I understand it's your place too. It's like having a roommate in a dorm. But it's like when I've got my girl over, right? Like, you just kind of know, like, if you get a vibe coming from the other twin bed in the room, it's like, you should fucking find somewhere else to go. But it's like, whatever. I mean, like, as soon as you fall asleep, you know I'm going to town on that. All right. On that note of being crass, thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I know I didn't do everything I wanted to, but hopefully my talking was entertaining. Yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.